just try to make it as steady as possible. Okay. Yeah. Your overall experience. I mean, this is a new movie company, and we're just coming into a system, and we're fortunate to work with the biggest stars. And how did it all go down? What's your impression?
It was great. It was good. You find very few people who are, let's say, who try to have time to invest in the movie industry. And when you have such people, sometimes it's very frustrating because they really don't know how to go about it. They really just, dilly-dally, and, they just mess things up. I mean, I've been on a lot of sets where for their first movies, it was just really a disaster. But for Blue Wave Pictures, I think it was good. Overall experience, probably if I have to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably give it a 9, because nothing is perfect. Anyway, the storyline was good. The production was excellent. We moved at a very fast-paced, but well done, well shot. You could see that everybody was committed to the job, and I really enjoyed it. You know what I mean, except for a little hitches here and there, which is normal in every production. But I must commend Blue Wave for giving itself a 9 out of 10.
Well, thank you. Maybe I should have someone else do this interview.
No. If it was bad, I would say that. Look, it's bad.
So what about the storyline? I know you mentioned in your answer, your response earlier, the storyline, because I think when we first met, we talked about some of the storyline that had dominated the industry and how I'm looking to do different things. Right. So does this meet that criteria?
Yes, this storyline meets it. I would say that it's a balance. It's a 50-50. I mean, 50% of what we used to do and 50% of what we are yet to do kind of storyline. Most often than not, people don't want to take that risk. People don't want to do different storylines, because they know that, or they think that it will not sell. But I think this was a very good storyline. When I read it, I was like, okay, fine, I need to do this film. I need to play a role. I need to accept the role. Sometimes I read scripts, I'm like, I've done this before, I've done it so many times, so I don't want to do. I need to challenge myself these days. So I think this was a good challenge for me, and so the storyline was excellent.
All right. And the director, what's your impression of him? You worked with him before, or
once?
This is your first time?
Once. I worked with him once. Because the director knows how to edit. Mm-hmm. When you have a director who knows how to edit already, you find out that he knows the shot to take. He knows the kind of shots to take. He knows what he needs for that scene. Mm-hmm. And I must say, he is a good director. I wouldn't say he's the best director, mm-hmm. one of the best in Ghana, but if you give him more, if you give him chance, if you give him room, if you give him more good stories, I think he would really prove himself. I would say, there are so many directors in Ghana, but he's really up and coming fast, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to even play the film, because these days when I get a script, the first thing one of the things I ask is who's directing, because there are some directors who are just whack. So I think he's good, and we should encourage him more to do things.
Okay. What intrigued you the most during the shoot of Wrong Target?
What intrigued me the most is the presence. Well, your presence. That for me, like I was telling you when we were on set, I was like, sometimes you're on set and the executive producer is not there. You know what I mean? It messes things up. It doesn't encourage people. If you leave things in the hands of, let's say, the production manager or the associate producer or whatever, sometimes it doesn't go well. But sometimes too it does go well. That's what intrigued me most about it, is that when you have the executive producer being involved in it, being involved in the whole storyline, not just pumping in money, I think that encourages all of us to put in our best. Because at the end of the day, it's not the fact that, okay, we've gotten paid, so we can just do whatever. We've gotten paid, yes, but we need to put in our best. So that's one of the things that intrigued me the most about the production.
Well, some would say that an executive producer, present on the set, can also be it can be interfering with regards to what the director wants to do and stuff like that. I hope I was able to walk that fine line.
Well, yes, what you're saying is true. I've been on so many sets where the executive producer was there, but I think he had a little, or they normally have problems with the director because they want to see the picture in a different way. Mm-hmm. Or they want to tell it in a different way, but the director also wants to tell it in a different way. But I think by and large, you and Sammy had your little, you had an understanding going. You know, it's not the fact that you come and say, yo, you know what, I want it shot this way. I'm the movie, I'm the owner of the film. I want to shot this way, so let's shoot it this way. You know, I think both of you just came to a compromise. Both of you understood each other. And yes, so with that, I would say yes, you did pretty much well with the interference.
Okay. Very good. Now, a word about your co-stars. Yeah. I know you had, you played, you starred with Yvonne Nelson in this movie. Also, Christabel played a supporting role, and I think Uncle Paul.
Right.
And the gang, what do you think about that? I mean, your co-stars, the gang situation.
Right.
I know one time you got hit in the stomach pretty bad.
No, it was actually in the balls. Sorry.
In the balls?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my goodness.
It was pretty bad.
Okay.
My co-stars, I mean, they were excellent. Yvonne was excellent. This is the first film I'm doing with Yvonne over like the last 2 years or something.
Really?
So I mean, I was already excited. You know, as always, me and Yvonne have this little relationship. No, I mean like a film relationship going on. So it was good for us.
Well, you know what? I captured the first word was you and her have relationship. You know, the press can take this and run with it.
That's why I said film relationship.
Film relationship.
Yeah, you know, Yvonne was exceptional. The gang was, I mean, the gang, you could see that those guys, well, I don't know if they've acted before, but you could see the enthusiasm, you could see the passion for the industry, for the film, you know, for filmmaking. You could see that they really wanted to learn, and, you know, they didn't come on set trying to be pompous, trying to be proud. And, you know, that's what I liked about the gang, and for the fact that, you know, they are new in the industry and they really want to be seen, you know, so they gave it their best shot. My father-in-law did exceptionally well as well.
Father-in-law? Oh yeah, and sometimes I forget. I'm sorry.
He doesn't even know the story.
I know.
My father-in-law did well.
The movie Father-in-law. Okay.
Oh yeah, the movie Father-in-law. Exactly. Yeah, the movie Father-in-law. He did well as well, and you know, I liked it. I just liked the whole, you know, ambience of the film. You know, some sets you go on it and it's just frustrating. You can't wait to finish. But I think this one, you know, I wish we were on set for like 2 or 3 more weeks. Like free food and, you know.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like,
what could we have done better? I mean, if there's an area of improvement, because again, given this is our first, we're always looking to improve.
Right. I think the organization that might have just been a bit better with, you know, but yeah, you know, I think maybe before a movie's done, yes, the locations were there already, the props, the little things we needed for the film. I think it was just the little, you know, hitches here and there, but that happens all the time, you know. That's what I'm saying for Blue Wave, for this being the first film, I think they did exceptionally well, you know. I mean, you go and set on other people, and they've done so many films, but it's still whack, you know. Okay. The organization is poor, everything is poor, but this was good. Just there's a few, you know, hitches here and there, like the locations, you know, probably not getting the locations, and you know, maybe just a little logistics. But you know, sometimes it wasn't our fault. Some of the artists were not available, so we had to reschedule. We had to, you know, these are little, but you know, it was just, it was good. It was good. Overall, it was good.
Very good.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you so much. Any final comments or people who want to get into the industry? I mean, where do you see this industry going?
I feel we need more people to help us. Some of us want to. Sorry.
No.
Some of us want to invest in it ourselves, but we can't do it alone. We need people who bring in not just money, but who have the passion for the industry to just come in and.
Okay.
1 second. Okay. Just come in and invest in the industry. Not just any simple storyline, but storylines that will make an impact. Because I think people are just are tired of just a simple storyline. People want to see different things. People want to see adventure. People want to see, there's cars blowing up and things done the right way. People want to see different things.
Yeah.
And I feel once you're able to do that and do that well, you just create, an indelible mark for yourself. So I think people should invest in, and they shouldn't be afraid to approach some filmmakers or some actors or people who are already in the industry. I know some people can be very dubious and run away with your money, but don't worry, we're not going to run away. We just chop small. But, So I think we need more investment in the industry, because when we travel, when actors travel, they always say, oh, you guys are doing a great job, Ghana is doing a great job, and the people in the Caribbean, the people in South America, the people in Asia, they all know about Ghana sometimes just through filmmaking, not any other thing.
Oh,
so I think once we do it and we publicize the movies well, we are selling Ghana in a different way, and that can attract different forms of investment or other economic opportunities.
Okay. Well, very good. Thank you. What about you? Are any? I know you're talking about investing. Have you thought of? Have you looked into co-producing?
Oh, I have. Surprisingly, yesterday I was speaking to a cameraman of mine, a good friend of mine. He does camera work, and I was telling him, we just need to shoot a very nice film. I have thought of it, but I think to some extent there's a little bit of mafia thing going on in the industry.
Really?
I mean,
well, I mean, I can shut this off.
Yeah.
I mean, we're done with it anyway.
Yeah.
All right.